It's 5 o'clock on the nose, just about. We're here on a piece of public in Georgia on a 3-day gun hunt. It's a bonus hunt, so we got 2 free tags basically to spare. And we're going to see what we can make happen this morning. Got here yesterday, did a little bit of scouting in the afternoon. Only had about an hour and a half to scout before a big thunderstorm started rolling in. It rained all yesterday evening and all throughout the night. So my concern with saying all that is because I have to cross a creek to get to the spot that I'm going. I only had about 3 inches to spare, 2 inches in some spots to spare on my water boots before it went over the boots. So as you can imagine, after getting about, I think I said we got like 3 inches yesterday evening, 2.5, 3 inches, it's going to be over the boots. So I brought 2 big trash bags I'm going to slide over my legs, and hopefully that'll work good enough that I can at least get across. Now, getting across without them tearing and filling up with water, that's to be determined. But we're going to head on in and see what we can make happen this morning. Well, 7:30 and just now got set up, and I am nowhere near where I wanted to be. That creek rose about 3 foot last night, so I was only making it about 5 feet off the dry land side, and it was about to go over my hips. So we ended up just coming up into these pines that border the creek, and there's 2 big thickets where it kind of makes a pinch point right on the edge of private. So quite frankly, it's an alright looking spot. I didn't really scout it yesterday. I glanced at it, but it's going to work good for a plan B spot. It's not where I wanted to be this morning at all, but there's still deer going to be funneling through this. Deer running through water. Dang. Dang, a buck chasing a doe. Dang, that was too fast for anything there. This camera angle's so jacked up right now. Meh. Thank you, Lord. We got the first buck of the season down. Little old basket rack. I'm sorry, y'all, about that camera angle. This stupid daggum new camera arm I got. I don't know what happened, but the base shifted on the tree when I was moving the camera when I first saw him. And I know it didn't give a good angle. I'm sorry about that, but it happened. But he was actually following the same trail that, well, actually all other 3 deer followed today. The more I studied over the map, there's actually a really good pinch point, like really good, and it showed up well this morning. There's 4 deer I've seen, 2 bucks. That 1 buck I seen was, well, I don't know if y'all saw it or not. I even watched the footage, but he was bigger than this one. Another one for the tried and true Primos Original Can. I've killed many a deer with this can right here. Well, not this particular one. I had to buy a different one because the dogs got hold of my other one. But Primos Can, it does it. It does it. Anything from Primos, in my opinion, does it. And when he came across that lane, I was looking over to my right, and when I looked straight, he was already halfway across. And by the time I turned the camera on, moved it, grabbed my gun, he was already in the thicket going right along where those two deer went this morning. I hit the can twice, and after the second time, I gave it like 4 or 5 seconds, and I seen that head moving around in there looking. I said, oh, he heard me. So I hit it one more time, came right back in the lane, worked his way down, and this stupid camera arm. The only reason I bought this camera arm is because I have a saddle. I like my original one I had, which is homemade. It's just one arm, and that's what it is. This has 2 arms and a swivel head, which is better for the saddle hunting because you're right here up on me. But this thing kicked over when I went to move the camera, and that's why the angle, I'm sorry about that. That angle I know was not perfectly level. It was like way jacked over. But I hate that, but it happens. There's no time for me to try to fix it. I was trying to push the arm back up to get it level, but it just kept sliding over. It's very aggravating. Yep, there he is. Daggum flies already all over him. Daggum. Yep, little broke off main beam, 6-point. This morning did not go as I had planned. Good Lord apparently had something else in store for me here. But that spot I wanted to get to this morning, man, it looked so hot, so much good sign in there. But those waters rising like they were just made it where I couldn't get in there unless I wanted to swim across, and I'm not trying that hard to get over there. But this spot seems to be pretty legitimate for what it is. And the more I keep looking over the map, the better it keeps looking as well. And of course this morning seeing 4 deer, 2 bucks, 2 does, I'm thankful for it. The Lord blessed me with the opportunity with this deer and the meat that I get to bring home now because of him. I'm very thankful for this deer and blessed to have him, and the meat that he's going to be providing me, and the experience that I got to have, and the memories I'll have with this deer. Thank you, Lord, so much for this deer. Thank you, deer, for your life. All right, well, let's go get the game cart and get them out of here. The mornings are the best, especially right now, this time of year. Good buck coming, good buck. That.